What's up, Mr. Robert Antoinette? How you doing tonight?
What's the deal, Constance Quarter? What's happening?
I'm just having a good time. I'm already getting started with my night, and got a little stuff right here. Got a little something in my hand. I'm super excited about what we about to do tonight, Rob. What you think?
You know what? You know what I'm excited about? I have an opportunity to deal with a mature woman tonight, and I'm just gonna ask some questions. I'm gonna come straight at her, let her know I'm interested.
Well, what mature woman is that?
I'm gonna shoot my shot.
Oh, okay. What mature woman is that?
Well, I mean, I could just go on and on about her accolades. I mean, she is one of the queens of comedy in my book. You know what I mean? She hails from the West Side, and she is absolutely one of the funniest people I've ever seen on a movie screen or on TV, comedy specials all around the world. She is absolutely amazing, and I just can't wait to get an opportunity to talk to her. But how you been doing, real quick? I mean, I hadn't had a chance to chop it up with you in about a week or so. So you been good?
It's been about a week. Yeah, I've been really good. Just hanging out. And I see everybody's coming in. It looks like we got thousands online. I want to see what they're doing, because as you know, we come on here, we like to chop it up, we like to dialogue, but as they know, this is a dialogue and not a monologue. So we ain't here to just talk to each other, but we want to talk to them too. And I know we have people that are from all over the world. So wherever you're from, shout yourself out tonight. We got people who normally are from South Africa, Australia, Europe, North Kakalaka, Washington, D.C., San Jose, Bay Area. You know what I mean? It's people from all over the place. So wherever you guys are from, you guys put it in the comments box, because we want to talk to you. We want to hear from you. Right, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, you more than just putting where you're from. Put your name in it, because you are kind, you are smart, and you are special.
Important.
Absolutely. Chi-Town in the house already.
Hey, Chi-Town.
Chicago, stand up, Chi-Town.
Okay. Somebody from Stockton.
Where's Stockton, Constance? Is that part of Cali?
Stockton is in Northern California. That's where I currently
reside. Northern California. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. Austin, Texas.
South Carolina's in the building.
South Carolina. Yep. Yeah. From Kareem, Mississippi. Where's Kareem, Mississippi at?
That's Mississippi.
Okay. Louisiana. California. They're from all over the place. And you know who they're here to see?
Well, I thought they were coming to see me, but apparently people on social media, they read everything that they see. So they have come to see the myth, the woman, the legend herself. She goes by one name.
Miss L. Miss L. Miss L. The big L.
No, I'm say it. I dare you to say it. I dare you to say it.
Double dog dare me?
A double dog dare you.
Okay, well, she hails from the Bay. She is an original bad girl of comedy. She is all over the place. Rob, tomorrow night, I'm so excited. You know why? I've been waiting on this for the last 30 years. Robert, 30 years. The sequel to Coming to America.
I cannot believe it.
Yes, it's coming on tomorrow. And guess who's starring in it?
The one named lady.
The one named lady.
Who
not Madonna, not Beyonce, but none other than Miss Luenell. What?
Yes. What's up, everybody?
Come on, put them up.
This ginger ale right here, ginger ale.
Yeah, that's good. Somebody's got to drive the car.
There you go.
Miss Luenell.
What's happening, Queen? It is so good to see you amongst COVID. Black girl magic is happening in politics, and it is good to bring another queen on the scene. Constance Carter usually holds it down, but she told me so many things about you, and I was like, who are you talking to? I know Luenell, you understand? I feel like I know you. I've seen you everywhere, so it is an honor and a pleasure to have you on the screen. So let's get...
Hold on. I'm sorry. I got to open my door. Damn it. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Just a moment.
Real stuff. This is real stuff happening.
Wait a minute.
You know what, Constance? You muted, baby. You muted, Constance. Take the mute off.
I said, this is the beauty of live entertainment, because if my doorbell was ringing right now, I'd be over there answering that mug too.
I just started this second interview. I know, I got your message. That's okay. So everything's fine. Just come on in and do whatever you want to do. Yeah, okay. Hi, I'm back.
This is real life. Doggone it.
See, let me explain something.
Go on, set it off.
Before we go any further. This coming to America vortex that I find myself in is been 2 years we've been holding on to the pictures. 2 years we've been holding on to the memories. Luckily, we was able to make this before COVID. Now that it's about to drop, which by the way, it's on now. It has started. But everybody's got, people coming from out of town. We're trying to make little gatherings. The dancers are getting together. Some of the actors are getting together. And it's a ton of, so, some of my people has just landed. And that's what that was. So continue, because after this interview, I got one more, and then I'm done with all this. I'm about to enjoy it.
Done with all of that.
Yeah. Okay, listen. We actually have my girlfriend just texted me today. We have a coming to America party tomorrow night.
See?
I'm going to be dressing up in my African garb, and we are going to crunk. Absolutely.
Yes.
We're excited about it.
Yeah, so and we need something to be excited about right now, don't you think?
Absolutely
yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When you think about it, Constance, I remember the first time, because Eddie is such an epic dude, right? He's had so many brilliant movies like Boomerang and his own self comedy joint with what was it, Delirious, and then he did Raw. But when I saw Coming to America, that opening scene was everything. You remember that the wedding scene?
Oh yeah.
Is your queen to be? I'm still singing that jam right now. You hear me?
It will be sung forever.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
Well, how did you get dubbed into Coming to America 2? Did you have to audition, or did your agent get you the gig? How'd that work?
Actually, it started with Dolomite Is My Name. When I got an audition call for Dolomite Is My Name, I actually ended up having 7 callbacks, and I was auditioning for the part of Lady Reed, Queen Bee, that Divine Joy Randolph ultimately got. And I'm glad she got that, and I'm glad I got what I got. God don't make no mistakes.
Hello.
So after auditioning 7 times, you get a rapport with people. Now I already knew Eddie because I had worked with Charlie on movies, on Black Jesus. We've been on the road, and I've been knowing Eddie since about the Norbit era, clubs and stuff like that. So I didn't freak out when I met him, thank God, but I never thought I'd be acting opposite of him. Fast forward, I didn't know at the time that I was doing Dolomite that the very director I was working under was also getting ready to do Coming to America. I didn't know that, but he knew that. And because we had developed a rapport during Dolomite Is My Name, he, offered me the part of in Coming to America, and I did not indeed have to audition. No.
Ain't that God's favor? You see how things be working out?
You know what though, Luenell? So it's interesting that you said you got 7 callbacks, right? So after you get the second one, you feeling pretty good. Like I got this thing in the bag. But when you were on callback number 5, were you nervous or did you feel like that's a good sign? Because I didn't know it took that many callbacks to make a decision about, how you're going to cast a person in a role.
It doesn't take that many, but if you're trying to create epic shit, sometimes it might, and you want to be sure. And I think the casting that Craig did for Dolomite ultimately was the correct move, because I enjoyed playing Eddie's aunt because I didn't have to share the scene with anybody else. It was just he and I.
Yeah.
And that was a memory that I'll never forget, So, but like I said, after 7 callbacks, you develop a rapport with somebody, and Craig and I got along really good. So, thank God for that.
So Luenell, after being where you from, because you've been in the business, what, 30 years, right? And I
Yeah.
remember, now I am from the Bay. You could agree with me or not.
Listen, San Jose want to be the Bay, but it ain't.
We are the Bay.
We don't claim you.
Come
we don't.
On, man. See, why y'all do this like y'all treat us like the redheaded?
Like, name one rapper from San Jose.
MC Twist.
Who that?
Who that?
Being from the Bay, Luenell, I do know. I do remember you on Soul Beat.
Yeah.
Soul Beat in the Bay. So
absolutely.
You coming from there though, because I remember, seeing our locals, local. I'm gonna say local because they from the Bay. We from the Bay. Yeah. But from where you are from then, did you ever imagine where you would be today?
Yes, I did.
Really?
Oh yes, that's the only. That's the only imagination I ever had.
Come on,
love it.
Tell us about
I not wanted to do what I'm doing. I've been knowing what I wanted to do since I was about 12 years old, 10 years old.
Yeah.
Period.
Really.
I did. You got to work in your life, but I always wanted to be here. I'm not done. This ain't the end all and be all of the shit I got to do.
Hello.
So what did you do? What did you do to visualize from where you were then to getting where you are today? Was there specific things that you did?
I have 7 brothers and sisters, right? I'm the 8th of 8 kids, but I was raised by myself with a bunch of family shit. So I spent a lot of time alone watching television, and I would go into the TV and I would be in that bottle with Jeannie and I Dream of Jeannie, and I would be, I was all up in there lounging in the bottle with Jeannie, and I was, I lived in the building that Good Times, was in my mind, and I just absorbed the shit, and I just wanted that, and there it is.
I love it. So in terms of you always wanting to be that shit, now were you the class clown, or were you kind of quiet coming up? I mean, because you had 7 brothers and sisters, some siblings. So were you funny back then?
Not in the beginning.
Okay.
But later. But I do have a very funny family. We talk horrible shit. Like you don't want to play dominoes or cards with us unless you got thick skin. Like it's insulting. So my family is very funny. So I got a lot of that just naturally, I think. And then plus survival skills and talking shit in East Oakland. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And Rob knows all about that because you sit down and play spades with me. I will talk about you so bad. He almost try to fight me. So I know exactly.
They want to take their cards and go home and shit like that.
Mess up the table and stuff, They
hate it when a chick does it. Sorry.
Stop that shit, whoop their ass, and get up and go home. Rob know all about it.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm gonna have to put some boxing gloves on, fool around with you. So you went way back. You back there in the Gong Show era. I mean, you talked about Good Times. I mean, I loved all of those shows. I Dream of Jeannie. Some of our listeners and followers may not know what that is, y'all. But go back to TV Land on your cable news, and you will find these shows. They are absolute fire. And in terms of you hosting that show, did you come across any like local talent that went on to be big?
Yeah, Bay Area.
Yeah, everybody in the Bay.
Who was from the Bay Area?
No. I got this one. Who's from the Bay Area?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Sly Stone, Graham Central Station, the Edwin Hopkins Singers, In Vogue, Tony, Mark Curry, Laura Hayes, myself, Cat Williams lived in Oakland for quite a while. Fucking Tower of Power, Lenny Williams, Confunction, Stop Me Somebody.
Girl, you know I love you.
MC Hammer.
Yeah, Hammer. How could I do that? Guapole, all that shit.
Come on, Rob.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Digital Underground. Yes.
Exactly.
I forgot. Too short. Y'all ain't say too short.
Just before you got short. That's right.
Yeah.
So Rob is from DC.
Coming straight from Oakland.
Red, come on, California. Home
of the rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rob is from DC, so you got to forgive him. You got to forgive him.
Well, he got that go-go going on. That's that go-go.
Oh, come on, Luenell.
That's that go-go. They love that.
Absolutely. So in terms of Luenell, that like you're going by one name. Usually when we're on at this time of night, we're talking about love and relationships. So I just need to ask you one of those questions that we typically ask folks, So let's just say for pretend that you and I are dating and we out on a date, Luenell, and I'm doing my grown man stuff. We out, at a restaurant.
I heard you in the pre-show talking about your show shot. Is this part of the setup? I mean, just let's keep it transparent. Let's be transparent right now. Let's do it.
You ain't supposed to peep my car so early.
Let's talk about this. Okay, so let's imagine that we're going out on a date. That's what you said?
I said we on a date.
Okay, we're on the date. Okay, go.
Okay, and there's an attractive young lady who walks past, right? And I happen to look over and go, is that too much or is that inbounds?
No, I would just be like, I know, right? Shit. Okay. I mean, I'm not one to not, if a bitch bad, shit, what you gonna do?
That's what I'm saying. It ain't no disrespect.
I mean, really,
Is there
a grown lady stuff, Constance?
But she have to be, for me, she have to be Africa bad, not plastic surgery bad.
Oh, I'm with you.
Naturally bad. If she bad like that, I'd be like, I know,
real. Because is there a line are there boundaries when it comes to flirting though? Like what's disrespect? What do you consider disrespect when it comes to flirting?
Well, I'm hardly one to say, because it's usually me that gets tagged with the disrespectful bag. Oh. I do flirt. But I think that you know what the fuck disrespectful is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got to raise your ass. You know what it is. You know when you stepping over the line. In the words of Charlie Murphy, don't be a habitual line stepper. You know when you done fucking stepped over the goddamn line. If you making your mate uncomfortable, or if you just being thirsty and nasty, and then don't say nothing when your car won't start and shit like that.
Oh,
don't say nothing if sugar appears in your tank.
Don't say nothing if your mama kitchen window got bust out.
Damn.
Okay. Eat up. Don't say nothing because you know what you did. Ain't nothing to be said.
Don't say nothing. When your mama say, Junior, who would do this? Go ahead on and be honest. Well, mama, I ghosted this bitch at the club, and it's probably her mama.
So speaking of which, I would never ghost anybody. I'm very official with my breakups.
Yeah, so you're too easy to find. You're easy to find.
Yeah. So would you ever date a light-skinned, handsome man like named Robert?
I dated, I'll be sure. So
did you?
his name wasn't Robert, but he light-skinned and all that other shit you said.
Yeah, but I'll be sure got good hair. Like, what is he, Indian or Mexican? Like, he mixed though. So
that's none of your business. I'm sure you can Google if you need to know more information about my boyfriend.
Say something to you. I'll be sure it's cool with me. He really is.
So listen, did you have a question, Rob? Because I want to ask her about.
No, I just wanted to say that Al B. Sure helped me out in my dating game back in the 80s. Tremendous.
He can help you out with your dating game right now.
Keep off on your own, girl.
Listen, they're not in style no more, Luenell. Light-skinned men ain't in style no more. So
explain something to you, I ain't never without a style.
Men of any shade are always in style.
Okay. Amen.
I love it.
In the world I live in.
Right, that's true. But I want to ask you about your Savage X Fenty. How did you get dubbed to do that? Wait. Before you tell me, because I want everybody to see what we talk about. Because the girl is, when I talk about bad,
pull it up. shit.
Hello.
Mm.
The girl is hot.
That's not even one of the recent pretty ones.
That's not it.
That's nice. But I got some bangers that's on my Instagram.
Keep that joint right there. Let me see that. Okay.
What you know about that? Happy Valentine's.
Wow.
Come on. Did you get a little hot and bothered? Actually, I got a little hot and bothered. Hello.
Open up my shirt on.
It's okay, sis.
I got a little hot and bothered.
Don't let these motherfuckers tell you can't pay homage to a boss when you see one. That's why when he asked me that question about if he was, I'd be like, I know. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with that. These bitches better get up off that hater ass bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. So how you start doing that, Luenell? How did you get it? How did you get dubbed to do that? Let me show you this one real quick.
Ooh. I just gotta ask one question, like, what the hell is a bralette? You get 2 for $29. What's a bralette? Is that half a bra or is that like a whole? What's a bralette?
Are you interested in the bra or what's inside the bra?
I'm interested in what's inside the bra.
Okay, then you don't need to know what our line. That's for us to know.
Okay.
You're asking women questions now. And we know what it is. You don't need to know what it is.
Okay.
All you need to know is that there's some titties inside. That's the neat ending too.
Cool. I love it. Cantaloupes.
Should I leave this conversation? should I go? It's getting hot.
And her.
And listen.
Okay, so this is how it happened, all right? Rihanna's tour bus driver at one time was our tour bus driver when Melanie Camacho and Red Grant were on tour with Kat. Kat had a bus and a driver. We had a driver. Her driver used to be our driver, and he remained my friend for years. And he called me one night on FaceTime. And he said, hey, we watching you on the tour bus. And I said, what? And he turned the phone and showed me on the tour bus TV. And I said, well, who's we? And he said, me and my client. And I said, well, who's your client? And then boom, Rihanna popped on the FaceTime. I almost broke my thumb in trying to screenshot that motherfucker. Oh my God. Oh my God. And so we were talking shit. She's a fan of comedy. She's a fan of mine. I was flattered and shit. She's just as sweet as she wanted to be. And I told her that my daughter was a fan of her makeup. This was before she had Fenty skin. Yeah. And so, and I said, you know, and I see that little skimpy lingerie you got there, and I said, too bad you don't make that in curvier sizes, big girl. She said, but I do. I said, you do? She said, yes, I do. I said, well, shoot, I want to be a lingerie model. She said, let's do it. Let's make it happen with the little bohemian accent she got. And we kikied, and I got off the phone. I thought that was a lot of fun. But 2 days later, she personally hit me in my DM and asked me for my email. I was like, oh my God. I sent over the email. Boom, contracts start coming. You got to post twice a month. We're going to pay you this much amount of money. You'll be included in the Fenty Savage fashion show on Amazon. And then I was like, oh my God. So now I done wrote a check that my ass literally has to cash.
Hello.
And they started sending this lingerie to the house. I had to take pictures and send them back. So I just started, but as the months went on, they started to get better and better. And we started to go to a studio and then maybe on location at a pool and stuff like that to make them even better. And the reaction I've gotten has been really positive because they say, oh, broad like me, wearing some Savage X looking halfway decent, according to my DMs. They know that they could do it too, you know?
Hello. You know, the thing about you, I love your comedy. I love your transparency. I love your personality. You are absolutely amazing. And I'm seeing you so many places. You've been around for so long, but I'm seeing you more and more and more. I saw you on Ayanla Fix My Life. How was that experience for you?
How much more time we got? No. It was actually ultimately it was a good experience.
Yeah.
And it there's still, work to be done. There always will be with a mother and a daughter and the millennials and all that shit. Yeah. But we are definitely using some of the tools or trying to that we learned. And it's a bonding experience and all that old bullshit, whatever.
But your daughter seems to be really well rounded. She's a good girl. You did really, really well. You did really good.
I told all my whorish friends that was having babies, I said, when I have a motherfucking kid, you're going to see how to do it right. So I'm not going for this bullshit you motherfuckers going through. But then I ended up going through some of the same bullshit that they went through because it's just growing pains between a mother and a daughter, Yeah. I mean, I certainly had a few restless nights attributed to me and to my mother, in my day. So it is what it is. You live and you learn.
That's right.
Wow, I love that. And speaking of which, I mean, you living and learning. I know you had residency in Vegas for a minute. So what was that like? Because I know
you're the only
time I go to Vegas.
You're the only motherfucker that didn't know. I told you don't be paying no attention to me. You want to interview me, but you're not really a fan because you don't know about shit what I be doing.
Really? Luenell, when I want to meet up with you, you can tell me all
you're going to shoot your motherfucking shot. Stroking a bitch ego is the first thing you got to do. Anyway, yes, I used to be before COVID, every Sunday night at 10 p.m., which is you're a baller if you can pull a crowd on Sunday night at 10 p.m. at Vegas. But Sunday night at 10 p.m. is just like 12 noon on Thursday in Las Vegas.
Right. Because the party starts about 12.
Yeah, but it was every Sunday night at 10 p.m. at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club on the Link Promenade by the Sahara and stuff. Yeah, it was boss little gig. I'm hoping to go back there, maybe the beginning of summer.
So are you in LA now?
Yes.
Okay. So you're back in LA.
I'm going to ask a question because I don't want to
get roasted.
Because I'm light skinned and sensitive, but I think I'm time enough for you though.
What do you want to know? What?
Huh?
Well, you said
you have your phone number so we can hook up and go on this date. Okay, you want to ask me what I want to know? I don't want to slide in your DMs. I want to be a part of
it. You're gonna have to take a number just like everybody else. Honey.
Okay, I'll stand in line. I'll wait. Patience is virtue.
Go and hit them DMs. I'll get to you. I'll put you in general or primary.
Woo! He is a man eater. Woo!
Oh my goodness. You know what? I tell you what. You're so funny. I'm gonna buy your next CD that you have coming out. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. But how about if I buy like a whole box? How many come in the box? Like 100?
We can have that. We can have that business conversation off the air if you don't.
Because I only drink at work as well.
Speaking of which, Luenell, you do have a CD. I saw it on Amazon Prime. I wanted to take some snippets, but it wasn't nothing on there that I could like play. I was like, damn, she is.
That's why you come see me live,
right? So
that you can hear all that good shit.
Girl,
there's the me that does, there's the social media me, and then there's the real me.
Right. But I you had me on the flow, honey.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's really funny.
So you were one of the. Okay, I'm sorry, Rob. Did you have a question?
No, go ahead. I heard you when you said you was on the flow, so I was gonna say something, but I changed my mind. Go ahead.
No, but
don't do that. Don't do that.
You're one of the original bad girls of comedy, right?
No, I am the original.
You are the original bad girl of comedy.
Yes.
Now, how long did it take you to pay your dues to get to, to the bad girl comedy status? Like, how long were you doing stand up and then till you start getting into movies and just like where you really hit the stratosphere? How long were you grinding every single day at the comedy clubs and whatnot?
In the words of Nipsey Hussle, I'm grinding all my life. I'm still grinding. That's what this is, grinding. I
Yeah.
get paid for fucking interviews, but this is because I'm grinding. I want to do the publicity. I want to do my duty. I want to pay homage to the film. I want to be heard. I want to stay relevant and do my job. So that's grinding. You know what I mean? And it don't stop. No matter who you are, just the level of the grind changes. That's
what I mean. But when you became when you kind of crossed over, when you started like really hitting that.
No, I ain't crossed over, so I don't know what that's like yet.
Really? You don't feel like
that? Constance, you heard her. She sees grinding. I want to let her keep grinding.
But you're at a work. But you're at a level though. You don't feel like that, Luenell? That you're at that level?
Well, I heard somebody ask Bob Marley one time, was he rich? And Bob Marley said, well, y'all mean rich. And he said, you have money to buy whatever you want. Are you comfortable? Can you do anything you want to do? And Bob Marley said, that's not rich to me. Rich is my friends. I'm rich with my life, rich with myself, like that.
Yeah.
So even though I equate being rich materially, like a better house or a better area or whatever like that, I'm rich in my soul, because even if I never get that, I'm at peace, I'm content, I'm comfortable. I got a lot of love in these streets, which is really where it matters, because the same people that walk up and want to hug you are the same people that could walk up and want to shank you. So you want to be loved, not shanked.
Right. Absolutely. I love, not shanked. Yeah.
Damn, that's what they're doing in Cali.
That need to be a t-shirt.
Right. I might have that on my t-shirt tomorrow. I'd rather be loved than not shanked. Shit.
Lord have mercy. So Luenell, in terms of not getting shanked, I know when I watch these rappers, they kind of get into a whole bunch of foolishness. So has there ever been a catty moment since you've been on stage and on tour with some of the other female comics? You don't have to name names.
Yes, and catty with them niggas too.
niggas is probably more catty than the females.
Y'all need to stop. What you not gonna do? Not while I'm on this thing. Go on in with that thing there.
I could imagine. Because I recall a story that Tiffany had it. No. Remember we had what's her name on the show, Rob? Daphne Springs. Yeah, she said how your boy had put her out there. What's the name? D-Ray. Yeah. How he just kind of threw her out there and embarrassed her, stand up and all that stuff. So I could see how the fellas would kind of be even more so catty than the females a lot of times, because it's real competitive, especially in that comedy.
Yeah, but you just gotta bitch slap them boys and keep it pushing. If they smell blood like a shark, feel like you might be nervous or intimidated or can't hang, then they're gonna come at you from all sides. But if you just call them what they really are, and you really handle things in an adult way and go out there and wreck shop on stage, then you have bragging rights and everybody get the fuck out your way.
Right. Yeah,
and that's they can't not now one of them bully me, and I have earned the respect in the game because I do my job. I don't bring people to the club to have a nice time and chuckle and go home. I want you to choke on the chicken. I want to see ranch spraying all over the club. That's why we got to wear these damn masks and shit. I want to see you spit and drink out the show. When you come to fuck with me, I'm trying to send you home exhausted.
I love that. And I love to laugh. So being in that audience. Actually, you came out here one time, but being in that audience and just watching and just laughing with Black people, because Black people, first of all, we the funniest people ever. Not just on stage, but the people, we falling out, we running.
That's our natural spirit.
Yes.
Not shooting up schools and shit.
Hello.
That part. So in terms of funny, like Luenell, who is funny to you? Like right now out there, it's hot. I mean, it's a couple of cats really in heavy rotation, but who's funny to you, known or unknown?
Well, I'm gonna do skit wise and stand up wise since they're all lumped under the umbrella of comedy these days, comic, but they're not. They're two different genres. But skit wise, as far as skits, I'm not really into skits online because you end up fucking off a whole day watching that shit. But that goddamn Country Wayne fucks me up because he looks like he's going insane. Everything he says, he just cracks me up. His eyes, his facial expressions, and I learned a lot of that from like Lucille Ball and stuff. And that's really important, you know. And he cracks me up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Country Wayne is hilarious.
Everybody know Country Wayne.
Yeah, he's very, very funny to me. I don't know what his stand-up is like. I've never seen his stand-up. You see what I'm saying about that's different.
Sure, it's way different.
As far as stand-up, I'm madly in love with Lavelle Crawford. That motherfucker makes me run up and down the aisle like I'm in the Baptist church.
He is hilarious.
Big Lavelle or Lavelle? Which Lavelle you like?
Yeah, Big Lavelle, Little Lavelle.
Big Luther, Little Luther. I'd rather not answer that question than make somebody incriminate me.
That little bitty head.
I like all of the Lavelle, big or little.
Really, Luenell, are you saying that you are having on the road love? I mean, good God Almighty.
Ooh, with Lavelle Crawford.
With Lavelle
That's not what I said at all.
No, she likes some light-skinned with green eyes, Robert.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like all black men. What are you talking about? I ain't got no type. Hey.
I thought Robert had a chance.
No, she said slide in the DM, get in line, and then we'll talk about it. That's what I heard her say.
Take a number and I'll get to you.
Hello. So last question. Last question, because I know you're busy and you have another interview. I want to just go back to the movie real quick. What was your favorite part? What was your favorite part of this movie?
Eddie.
Yeah. All the different characters, or what?
Just being in his orb and being able to see him work, and then seeing him behind the scenes and seeing him with Bella, and getting closer to him and sharing moments with him. For me. Yeah. But there were so many. When I met John Amos, like, we're friends now. We talk to each other on the phone. I wept a little bit because that's the daddy that we all wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Arsenio. I did the Arsenio Hall show. It was a huge thing in my family. There was everywhere you looked, there was fucking icons.
Did you come to work even on your days off just to be around everybody?
No.
No. We said it wasn't that serious.
No, I'm trying to be where the money resides, honey. I got other shit to do. But I was right there where I needed to be when I needed to be there.
I know that's right. Well, listen, let me ask one more because I appreciate your perspective on comedy.
You are crazy.
Hold on. If you could bring one king from the dead, who would you want to hear, Bernie Mac or Robin Harris? If you could just hear a good 60-minute set, who would you want to see?
That's a good
one. Robin.
Yeah, Robin Harris.
Why?
Because, he was first. And because the first day I ever did stand-up comedy in my life, when I stepped off the stage, I met Robin Harris on the first day I ever did comedy.
Wow.
His son is the same age as my daughter. They're friends. I'm friendly with his widow, etc. So now it's all a big Robin family. So Robin was just also, Bernie, they're right there. First of all, they're right neck, But I'm gonna take Robin just because of the gulliness of it all. Bernie was a little more suave than Robin, and Robin was a little more gully. Maybe his suit didn't fit quite right and all this stuff. But that's but I love that though. I love that about him. So
They were both legends. I think. Well, Bernie, he got to live out his a little bit more. Robin, he just died so prematurely before he.
I talked about that just the other day. I said, who knows where they would be or what comedy would be if those two had made it.
Them two. That was a great question. Those two are legends, and we hadn't even seen the best, especially Robin Harris. But Bernie Mac too. What great legends. Well, Mrs.
Oh, I got one more, Constance. I got one more.
Go ahead.
Luenell.
Yes.
If Bill Cosby asked you to put some money on his bill and cash app him real quick, would you send him 100?
Yeah.
You would?
I love Bill Cosby.
Because I've been to jail. I know what you can get for $100 in jail. I'd like send them $10,000. So I give him 100.
I love Bill Cosby. I don't know everybody out there. I love Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby will always be my favorite dad. You said James was the one. I ain't want James. He was whooping people. I ain't want James.
Like that. I need a whooping.
I didn't need James in my life. He was whooping Michael. Remember when Michael got a whooping on Good Times?
Oh, you want the easy way out.
I wanted I like that one. That's the daddy I want.
He didn't ever whoop his daughter.
You're right about that. He didn't whoop Thelma. But Michael ass whooped. And I was militant like Michael, so I'd have been getting my ass whooped.
Yeah, you would have shown up, got a whooping.
Yeah, I'd have shown up, got a whooping. Remember that Black Jesus episode? Shit, that was one of my favorite ones. But anyway, Miss Michelle, we thank you for being on tonight. You were absolutely amazing. You guys, wait, you said it was on tonight. I thought it didn't come on until tomorrow night. So it's on right now?
It's on. No, I've been getting, my phone is blowing up. It's up. It's on. It's running right now.
It's on what? It's on Netflix?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. So you guys.
Because maybe they didn't do it East Coast, because I thought it was going to come on at 9, because that would be 12 in the East Coast, and then they would drop it. Maybe they came on Africa time.
Okay.
And maybe that,
time.
Yeah. And they're like, well, let's go. So it's up. It's up.
Yes, y'all, Coming to America is on right now on Amazon Prime. Y'all make sure you watch. This lady is, I think you're a superstar. I know you're a superstar. You said you ain't there yet. We see it. We know that you are a superstar.
Well, I'll take that. See,
we are huge fans. We love you. We love your honesty. We love your transparency. So thank you for talking to us tonight. Rob, you got any last words?
Be looking in your DMs because I'm coming. I love you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot.
Listen, you know what though? She talk all that shit, but I don't know. If she really got it like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Rob.
No, we ain't got to see. I already know.
Okay.
I ain't gonna play with you.
All right, y'all. He said, digits. Love you.
All right.